couple miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys playing extremely well, 6-2 in their last 8. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His guys know the playoffs are in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. The dangerous Nicole Hardman on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Once again, it's Jacobs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Justin Sternad. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and, Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had it answered. Everything the defense threw at him. But he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. It's going to be a hard group to beat.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throw it. Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. He'll get about 2. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
From the gun, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Throwing is Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down. Nix. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdowns Denver.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the second-year tight end from Illinois, Tip Ryman. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. The Cardinals come away with a 4-point victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Eagles are going to wind up winning by 17. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is 4th-year back, James Cook. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bills have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Don't turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, it's Nix. That's hot! And he will score! Cortland Sutton put down Denver. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. All right, Scott, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
Here we go.
Love to throw on first and 10. Jonathan Cooper in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to have a Packers first down. He'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second down, Love. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's the rookie from Texas, John Abraham. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 8. A run with Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Edgerrin Cooper, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Nick's gonna throw for it. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's gonna have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're gonna be able to run the clock down from here. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll go play action with Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch. than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On fourth down, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Now he'll air one out, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now, on first and 10, he will air this out, looking for Sutton. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.